Hey guys, welcome back to Chaotic Compass Podcast. It is your girl, Steph with an F. Yes, that's me, Stephanie. And we are doing part 2 of 40 things I have learned by 40. If you didn't know, your girl turned 40. And so last week I dove into 20 things that I have learned. That was more of the chaotic half. This is the clarity half, the stuff I've learned once like the smoke is clear, the chaos settled, and I finally stopped like running on straight adrenaline and caffeine. But that's not really true. Like I finally just took a moment and realized some shit. And these are the 20 things. Let's just roll the cue music and we'll dive into it. Welcome to the Chaotic Compass Podcast, the show where motherhood is wild, midlife is weird, and the drinks are never far away. Hey, I'm Stephanie, your host, chaos coordinator, and fellow human, just trying to kind of keep it together-ish. But this podcast is your space for unfiltered real talk, a little humor, and a lot of honesty, and maybe a little meltdown or two. So grab your drink, take a breath, and let's navigate this mess together. So it kind of sounded like I was starting off with roll that beautiful bean footage. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Or I just old and I just remember that golden retriever and his sassiness. Okay. That's not what we're here to talk about. Hey guys, welcome back. We are going to dive into, last week was more of a like, what the fuck is happening half of the 40 things that I have learned. This week is like, okay, chick, we've got this, but this is what we're not doing anymore. I don't really know if I've actually got a grip on life or if it's got like a grip on me, but we are diving in. And this week we are going to talk about the 20 things that are more of a clarity moment, not the chaotic. So starting off, I numbered them just to kind of stay on task. And I don't know if you know, I dive into and go down rabbit holes often. So if you're looking for more structure and a little more just, hey, this isn't that podcast. So if you like chaos, hence the name, that's what I do. Okay, so number 21. Some seasons require softness and other require strength. And some require noise canceling headphones. Okay. Moment of clarity. I have noticed there are a lot of times where I just have to like gently move into something, or I have to like just put the body armor on and then just go full on into battle. But then there's those times where I'm in a car ride and I choose neither, and I just got to put the noise canceling earbuds in. I just got to like, because the 4 kids talking all at the same time, it can be a lot. I love moments like that, right? But sometimes I'm overstimulated. Okay, it's fine. Clarity moment of, hey, it's okay to put the noise canceling headphones in. You're not a bad mom. Number 22, I'm allowed to take up space emotionally and physically. Okay, so I don't know what it is, and maybe this is just a chick thing, but I feel like societal norms, not necessarily now, we're trying to evolve, right? Maybe, but societal norms at one point tried to make anybody other than a Caucasian male smaller. So I feel like as women, we are supposed to be smaller and not take up more space. I don't know. That's just me and my upbringing. If you are loud and obnoxious and you don't give a fuck, way to go. I'm getting there, okay? The emotional space has been very much a work in progress this year. And I'm trying to make sure that even though my emotions can be big and audacious, you shouldn't be afraid of them, and it's okay. I just need to get it out and I'll work through it. And I need you, my husband, or my kids, or the people at my work, or whatever I'm doing, I need you to just work with me. Because I'd rather everything be out on the table and work through it instead of everybody just bottling it up and then it coming out at the most inappropriate and very wrong time. Yeah. Number 23, people pleasing is just self-abandonment with lipstick on. Okay, so I am so bad at this. Especially when it comes to my kids, I sacrifice everything. I'm learning. I'm getting there. I'm not perfect. It's not beautiful. I feel like I try to put their things and their happiness above mine. And it should be cohesive. So I shouldn't abandon the things that I want. I should try to figure out how to make it all work at the same time, which, okay. It's a work in progress, but it's something I learned. So if I've learned it, but I'm still working on it, it still counts. Number 24, no is a whole ass sentence. Okay. No, period. Okay. I don't need to explain myself. I don't. And this is something that I learned a really long time ago. And I think it comes back to like my mom. I always felt like I had to have an explanation of every time that I wanted to do something or didn't want to do something. I had to have an explanation of why. It can just be a no, period. It doesn't have to be a whole essay or a PowerPoint or a 3 to 5 business day explanation. It doesn't have to be that, like if somebody asked me to bring a dish, it's like, no, thank you. Like I don't cook. I'm not going to waste my time trying to figure out what the right side dish to bring you your shit. I'll bring the napkins. It's okay. I got this. Okay. Number 25, staying somewhere I've outgrown feels like squeezing into jeans from 2014. Sure, they zip, but we are looking like a busted can of biscuits. It's fine, right? If I'm comfortable, with what I'm wearing, but if I'm not, then I shouldn't be staying, right? If I hang around with people that I'm not comfortable with and they're no longer suiting the direction I'm going in my life, it's okay. It's okay to be like, hey, right? So if you're still reliving your heyday and when you made varsity football and you scored a winning touchdown, I don't want to talk about school from 20 plus years ago, right? I love that for you, but it's 2025 and we need to live here, right? And we've got shit going on right now. So I don't want to relive the heyday every freaking time. Number 26, wanting more doesn't make me ungrateful. Ooh, okay. So this is like some people are just so content with just being at a certain level. And I really want to dive into this one more. I always have wanted more. I want to climb to the next rung. I want to make myself better. I want to be better than yesterday. I have big audacious dreams. Like I don't want to settle for just right here. Like even though I really there's a corporate ladder that I can climb. I want more with this podcast. I want more for our businesses. I want more for my kids. I want more for this house. I want more. And so it's okay. Like, it's not me being ungrateful. It's just I'm paying attention. I want, that little feeling in my gut, my intuition saying, hey girl, we deserve better than survival mode. Bro, I know, we're going to do this. We're not going to be surviving anymore. We're trying to get to the thriving aspect. So that's okay. It doesn't make me ungrateful for the shit that I have. I'm very grateful, right? And I literally write down in a gratitude journal on the daily of the things I'm very much grateful for. But just because I want more doesn't mean that I don't value those things. So Number 27, not everyone gets access to the real me anymore. So I noticed this a long time ago, that I am pulling up to certain people in certain aspects, right? So like with my husband's mom, my mother-in-law, and her husband, I do not cuss because it only makes them feel uncomfortable, right? They don't get access to, they are very swinging to the red side. They do not get access to the I'm in the middle, I see both sides kind of person, because I don't want to deal with the conflict. I don't want to argue my side. So not everyone gets access to the real me anymore. And that's not me like being fake. It's just being smart, I think. Some people get the professional stuff and some people get the mom stuff, and very few get crying in the car stuff. Okay. So it's a rarity that I will show you all of me. And that's because I only have so much bandwidth. So, and that's okay. Number 28, I cannot be the glue, the duct tape, and the emotional support human for everyone. Whew. And maybe I could if I had like an emotional support human for every aspect of my life, but I don't. There's not somebody that I can go to for each problem, So I can't be the thing that holds everything together and everything up. Like trying to help a kid with homework and answering a work text and thinking about, permits, and Ryan is yelling from another room because he's looking for something. It's like, hey guys, okay, so one at a time, take a number, let's calm down. So, okay, 29. I'm not dramatic. I know, just giggle. It's fine. I'm not dramatic. I've just reached a point where I'm done swallowing my feelings. It is what it is. It's not saying that I get to berate people with all of my feelings at this, at a time. It just means that I'm going to word vomit it and we're going to put it out there and then we're going to work through it. I'm not just going to leave you with that mess to clean up. So, you ask me what's wrong, like, I'm pretty much going to tell you. So don't be shocked, right? All right, number 30, we're halfway through. Number 30, all right, naps should absolutely be covered by insurance. All right, so this girl, usually when we don't have the kids, I will lay in bed and sleep. It's like because I don't sleep at night, and so I catch up. When I don't have the kids and we don't have anything going on, I catch up. And then I feel kind of guilty because I laid in bed all day, but that's a whole nother thing. But naps should totally be covered by insurance. So then therefore I could take like a break and I just need 45 minutes of a nap to reset my whole personality, and then it would totally be good for my mental health. I don't know why this isn't a thing. Like there should be like nap hospitals or nap clinics, like that should be a thing. Hey, if you're out there, this might be your next like business adventure. I'm already a serial entrepreneur and I don't know if I could take anything more on. So there's an idea. I put that out there. So, all right, so we're halfway through. Let me just take a minute. So my favorite go-to drink right now, I have dubbed it the Eff-It, EFF, okay? The Eff-It, and it is a sugar-free watermelon vodka. I found them, guys. I have a case in the garage. It's fine. I love them. It's my favorite Red Bull and Tito's, and it helps pep me up. It helps me... And it also just tastes like summer and warmth, okay? And so, okay, pause for the cause for a second. So we were at Sly Clyde the other day with our whole fam jam, and we were playing. They have like these random games there that you can play, and they had a Trivial Pursuit, the pop culture one. And one of the cards, this was the question to me and my team, thankfully. The question was, what Australian energy drink has a second life as a mixer for alcoholic beverages? And I literally shouted out Red Bull. And I was like, oh my gosh, guys. I love this. I love this game. Anyways, that game was brutal. There was a lot of questions that nobody knew. So anyways, but I got that one right. So cheers to a Tito's and Red Bull, the Eff-It. Yeah, so all right, number 31. My worth is not based on how much I get done. And I kind of talked about this in the last one. So I work extremely hard, but it is very hard for me to stop and just take a break. If I know, and I literally did this today, just because I've learned it doesn't mean that I'm still great at it. I literally did this today. So the girl that I say girl, the person, the woman that I work with, she is gone on medical leave, and I have been tasked with all of her duties plus mine. I have been pulling 10 plus hour days, and it is so fun. Sarcasm is also my second language anyways. And so I have gotten behind because I'm not as quick as her. And I was like, all right, I'm so close. I'm so close. I've almost got all of these emails read and worked through and got action plans for everything. I have 4 more and then I'll eat lunch. I know I skipped breakfast, but I've locked in this morning. And it was like, whoa, dude, like, those emails aren't going anywhere. They're not going to walk away. But it was like this, like, I would feel better if I could just get those off of the ticket and then heat up some 20-cent ramen noodles and then go back to work. So even though, like, let's be honest, I do so much shit. And I'm not trying to like be braggy. Like, I probably do more than most by 9 a.m. But I just, I feel like I have to sometimes do all of these things in order to catch a break. Like, it, that sentiment that you work twice as hard to get or to go on vacation, and then you work twice as hard once you come back. It's kind of like that mentality. I feel like I have to get to an accomplishment portion. But I know deep down in my rational brain, I'm still working on this, my worth is not based on how much I get done. So suck it, laundry, all right? Number 32, but we've always done it this way is not a valid reason to keep doing it. We are literally breaking the mold this year for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, since my grandmother had her first heart attack, she's now passed away, but when she couldn't, she didn't have the stamina, but we used to do Thanksgiving at her house. And then we do Christmas at my parents' house. Well, after she had her first heart attack, my parents would go out and get Thanksgiving dinner from a restaurant. And then my mom would cook for Christmas. So over the years, they've kept that tradition of they would go out. It used to be Cracker Barrel. Now it's this place in Newport News called Smoke. And we get all of this. Well, it's become uber expensive. The in just the last 5 years, how much it is increased in price is insane, right? And the line is usually like out the like how much they're plopping out on the tables. Like, they don't have any shortcomings there. So, and the food is okay. So, but my husband and my brother-in-law, more my husband, have taken it upon themselves to fry a turkey this year. I have 911 on speed dial. Always. I have 4 kids. So, but now I'm going to have it for my husband, and they are going to fry a turkey this year. But it was kind of like this segue because my mother kind of pushed back. She had a lot of questions, and now it's like, hey, it's okay. Like, we're fine. We can afford the 20-pound turkey. We have the time. Let us take care of this, please. Just because we've always done it that way, it doesn't mean we have to keep doing it that way. And I kind of, we're starting to get into a better groove with that, but I still have massive anxiety about holidays, so it's fine. Anywho, number 33, slowing down feels uncomfortable when I've lived a whole life in the chaos mode. And so this is what I kind of talked about last time, and I am learning that it's okay to be calm. It's okay to go slow. It's okay. There's nothing creeping around the corner. Like, what did I forget? Something's definitely on fire. There's something going to pop around the corner. It's fine, right? We're going to work through it, and it's okay to slow down. Number 34, not everyone is going to get me. Hell, sometimes I don't even get myself on most days. So do you ever cry and then don't know why? And you literally look at your period, tracker, and you're like, nope, that's not it. So, all right, well, we're just going to sit here and just bawl. It's fine. I know for the 3 dudes in the back, they're like, a period tracker? They have those things? Yes, you should track your significant other's periods. And so then therefore you will know, and you will be able to buy the chocolates and the pads at the correct time. Okay. Or tampons, whatever. I told you I go down rabbit holes. It's fine. So some days I don't get myself, and I just figure, hey, it's all right to feel whatever I'm feeling on that day, and we're going to get through it. I chuckle because it was literally just yesterday. I'm in the shower, having a hot cry. It's fine. So number 35, comfort zones. Wow, we're going to get it out. I wrote down these things and it's kind of 35. Comfort zones are cute, but they're also suffocating. So my thing is I want to be better than the next day. And if I settle into a comfort zone, I'm never going to grow. So it's going to be uncomfortable growing, but if I stay in my comfort zone, I'm not going to get any better. I'm not going to be bigger and better than last week or last year. So wanting to try something new, but convincing yourself you don't have time, then realizing you actually want the joy back. So that's been me. Me being in this comfort zone and settling, you cannot keep doing that. And if you want to be a better person. So comfort zones are cute, but also suffocate. I told you, I suck at words. English is hard. Words are hard. Comfort zones are cute, but also suffocating. Number 36, I can be grateful and want something different. Both can be true without canceling each other out. I kind of hit on this on the other one, and I think it's kind of redundant, but at the same time, I feel like it still is valid with the thing that I've learned. Number 37, red flags don't turn green if you squint. Okay, so I have tried really hard with people that I have been in relationships with, and romantic relationships, and then just friendships, and learn very much the hard way that they are not going to change. I don't know. And it may be that inner girl in me of if I could just get them to see the light, they'll change. And it's no, red doesn't become green. I'm sorry. I thought someone's silence just meant, well, they're busy. It's no, they're just silent and distant. So, and we can't keep pushing and getting all of this energy worked up and pouring into them. You got to put it back into you. And then if you have hella people that are pouring into you, damn straight, that's a green flag. You want to be there for those people. Red flags don't turn green if you squint. All right, number 38. My feelings are valid even when they're inconvenient for other people. Just because they're having a hard time doesn't mean that I'd be I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. No, we have feelings. They are something. It might be irrational feelings. It doesn't matter. You're still feelings. You're still feeling the feelings. If it makes people uncomfortable, that's a them thing. So we need to work through it together and talk it through. And if we can't have conversations about the hard things, then what are we doing? Okay, 39. Number 39. I deserve people who show up without needing a reminder, a nudge, a hint, or a scheduled invite. Okay, so pull up to my house. Oop, I hit the mic. So pull up to my house. You're going to see chaos and lots of people and shit everywhere, but pull up to my house. If you want to hang out with me, pull up to my fucking house. I do not care, right? I probably am hauling kids to 75 different directions and I might not be home. So if you don't see my car in the driveway, and if you don't know what car I drive, then you obviously aren't really my friend. But if you don't know, if you don't see my car in the driveway, then you know that I'm running around. But if I'm here, pull up, bro. I want to hang out. If you're pouring into me, I'm gonna pour into you, right? And this isn't all right. I know that I have a lot of friends. Okay. I have a lot of friends that still listen to this and we haven't hung out in years. This isn't me coming at you. Okay. This is literally people that right now, literally within the last 2 months, done the same shit over and over again. For those long-standing friends where I have known you for 20 years, I love you, and this isn't about you, okay? But again, hey, pull up to my house. If you don't know where I live, you know how to contact me. You know my cell phone number. Text me. Let me know. We'll pull up, okay? And I know we try to keep making appointments and making lunch dates and everybody either bails or we reschedule 1,000 times. It is what it is and we're going to get there one day. Okay. I promise. We're trying. Okay. Anyways, I deserve people who show up without needing a reminder, a nudge, a hint, or a scheduled invite. So is bare minimum effort enough? Not for me, especially when I'm here's this energy and you're not meeting that. So, all right, last but not least, again, these are in no particular order. It just came to my brain and I wrote it down. So number 40, turning 40 doesn't feel old. It feels like finally meeting the version of myself I've been trying to find for years. Okay, so I know I'm not 100% there because I have figured some stuff out, but I mentally figured it out, but I haven't physically figured it out. I have the theory, I haven't applied it, right? Applied science. I really hope that the younger version of me would be proud. And that's what I'm striving for right now. I know I'm going to get emotional. No, I'm not crying. You're crying. So I want the younger little 16, 17-year-old Steph to look at me and be like, yo, way to go, bro. Way to go. Well, you're still living with your mom. I would have never guessed that. But hey, you've got a whole life and that's really awesome. Turning 40 is finally getting to meet her. I'm here. I'm meeting her. I'm in it. And so, you know that feeling when you exhale and your shoulders drop? That's where 40 is taking me. I'm not 100% there yet. So, but that's where we're headed, guys. And so that's the things that I'm looking forward to talking about the most on this podcast. It's the beautiful journey. So this list didn't come from a highlight reel on Instagram or whatever. It came from me breaking down the late night truths, the days when I felt alone, the moments I was doing everything for everyone. And the quiet times when my soul is finally getting a word in, that's when I would write all of these things down and I finally compiled them together. And so, yeah, this is the clarity half. I'm walking into 40. I'm in 40. I'm walking in 40. I'm trying to be a little softer, more brutally honest, less tolerance of bullshit, and way more connected to who I really am. So, or at least trying to. But I think the biggest thing for me is I'm still trying to figure out who the fuck I am. but we're getting there. So thank you for being here and navigating 40 with me. So as always, guys, get your drink, raise it up, whether it's coffee or a stiff drink or water. Drink your water, get your cup, cheers it up. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, have a great night. All right, that'll do it for this week's episode of Chaotic Compass Podcast. I appreciate you tuning in and being a part of my chaotic life. If this episode hit a nerve or just made you feel a little less alone, go ahead and tell a friend or maybe even leave a review. Till next time, stay real, stay chaotic, and of course, keep a drink close. This is Steph with an F, signing off.